So we're talking about purpose. Purpose for the organisation, purpose for teams, and purpose for the individual. We saw from the decade from Enron to Lehman Brothers what happens when companies lose sight of their true purpose, their true contribution to the economy, the society in which they operate, with pretty horrible consequences. Purpose is really kind of the North Star. It's the guiding point. And leaders need to keep nudging their organizations, indeed nudging themselves back to that true North Star. There's a really helpful, simple tool that we call the purpose cycle, which leaders can use to help them think about purpose. So the first part of it is to have a go at articulating your purpose. The second part is around the contribution that enables you to make, and the third part is the returns you're going to get. So let's just start with the first part. So think about the strengths that you have. Think about what you're genuinely passionate about. The next part of the cycle is to then think about contribution. What is it that you can bring to this company? There's a really great piece of empirical research that's been done over recent years by Professor Adam Grant at Wharton. He's looked at organizations and he's characterized leaders in those organizations as givers, takers, or matchers. A giver is someone whose orientation is towards making a contribution through volunteering or through the core work of the business. A taker is someone whose orientation is more about receiving from others. And a matcher is someone who kind of does deals. So I'll give to you as long as I get back from you. So it's not at all surprising that he's found that companies with lots of givers in them are more profitable. But the fascinating thing that he's found is that those givers actually fall into two categories. And one category is actually far less productive than the average, and one category is about 3 times more productive than the average. So the less productive than the average are those givers who do it kind of mindlessly. Every time they're asked for something, they give in response to that. The other category of the givers are very effective leaders. And these are people who give very mindfully. So when they're asked to contribute, they don't contribute to everything. They contribute to the arenas in which they can have a distinct impact. So being a discriminate and intelligent giver benefits the organization. And then the third part of the purpose cycle is to think about the returns. You will get some things out of it at the paycheck level. You will get some things out of it in terms of how you contribute to the customers that you might look after. You'll also get some returns in terms of your impact on the society that you serve. So think about what is going to be the payoff for you. Now, when you think about those 3 things, you get into a little positive cycle. The clearer you are about the purpose, the bigger contribution you'll be able to make, the bigger returns you'll get, you'll be clearer again about your purpose. We talked about giving, matching and taking, and we've talked about purpose at the corporate level, team level and individual level. With lots of leaders who are connected with their sense of purpose and with the purpose of the business overall, and who are nudging themselves towards being intelligent givers, you produce a purposeful organization. You don't produce a nirvana, but you do produce a place where people feel that their individual contribution means something. I'm suggesting you do 3 things. 1, be really clear about your purpose. Think of that as the North Star, the kind of guiding star that enables you to most effectively be a leader in the business. 2, engage with your team about what that purpose is. 3, purpose isn't just something that matters for very senior people and doesn't matter for very junior people. So help the people you work with articulate their purpose. Think of leaders that you know. Think of leaders that are really clear about their purpose, really clear about their contribution, and are really clear and they get energy from the returns from that. I will bet you that those are the role models. Those are the people that you think they are inspirational leaders.